Hello and welcome to another update video. Today we want to talk about Tesla. As I said in the last few videos, I want to experiment a little bit here on this channel with different asset classes and also look at different stocks and shares maybe from time to time at least. You know, this is not normally the focus of this channel. I'm going to focus more on sort of the different asset classes, an index like the Nasdaq, for example, the S&P 500. But from time to time, maybe just to see what the community is sort of interested in. And I think something like Tesla is certainly an interesting stock. Yeah. So we take a look at that from an Elliott Wave point of view, and we take a look at this overall wave count here. I'm going to disregard what happened here. It's not so important for the overall scenario. There's another 1-2 setup built in here that we really only see if we use the log chart. It's not so much relevant for this particular scenario, because what is interesting and important is that we have created an impulse. Yeah? That we have created an impulse. This shouldn't be here. One sec. In a wave 1 in November 2021. So this was a wave 1. We peaked here at around $414, and now the correction is what is getting interesting. So I want to make a case that we're not far away from a low. Maybe it's already in. And yeah, let's take a look at this wave 2 correction, because after a wave 1 impulse, what you usually get is a wave 2 correction. So there's a few different ways of how we can count this correction from an Elliott Wave point of view. And they have different implications. So very, very straightforward. Yeah, we can draw some kind of a price channel here, corrective channel to the downside. That is certainly something we should have on the radar, because as long as we are in this channel, you probably can't confidently confirm that a low has been made. There will be indications earlier. We don't need to wait until we break above $240 or something, or 270. There will be indications earlier, but this is still something that will be relevant. Those trend lines will be relevant by connecting those highs here together. We've got 4 touch points, a bit ugly up there. Yeah, you've got a few fake outs, but basically it works out, especially on the downside here. Those support levels work out really well, and then you've got your parallel channel, basically a corrective price channel. So that will be relevant. Okay, so my main wave count is that this is a WXY pattern. We can also look at it purely from an ABC point of view. I'm going to show you both options. I've got here a wave W, I've got a wave X, and I've got a wave Y. So this WXY pattern, I just see there was this Y wave needs to sit here. So it's a WXY pattern. That is my main wave count. So the wave W down here, the wave X here, and actually the wave Y here. Within the wave Y, my interpretation of this is, and that is one scenario that I see, there's a few others, so we take a look at it. It's not straightforward to read this correction. WXY means it's a complex correction. You've got 3 waves in wave W, that's fine. You've got a 3-wave structure in wave X, and we've got a 3-wave structure in wave Y. Now, if we take a look at this Y wave, it could be, and that is what I cannot rule out, it could be that a low has been made or is currently being made down here. Because I do have within this Y wave, which could very well sit here, I've got another A, B, C. And that's what you need. You need in your Y wave an ABC structure. And that ABC structure could be nearly complete or could be complete. Here we have a possible turnaround space. And we're going to take a look at that now before we take a look at the alternative wave pattern or the other possibility. So let me just move the wave Y actually back here, because it could be here. And then we've got a WXY. The blue count here is the alternative, or is it just a different wave pattern? But let's zoom in. WXY, and in each of these subwaves, ABC. Hope that's clear. That's how a WXY pattern works. So let's zoom into the detail here. The detail suggests, and let me just move that a little bit out. Oops, didn't want to delete that. it shouldn't be there, but okay, so move that back. Okay, so within this Y wave then, we have completed, as per this count, a wave A, we've done a wave B, and we're currently doing the wave C down. And that could be complete. Yeah, that could be complete. If we zoom in, yeah, we see that a C wave needs to have 5 waves. Well, we've got 5 waves. We've got a wave 1, we've got a wave 2, we've got a wave 3, the longest wave here, a wave 4, and then a wave 5 as an ending diagonal. Done. Okay, so wave 5 could be done. So what does that mean? That means we could now move up in this 5 wave structure to the upside. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a rough target for that is between $520 and $640, just a rough target. So that would be of this 5 wave move up. What will tell us with much more clarity that a low is really in? Well, what we need, if I go here, what we need is a proper 5 wave structure to the upside. Yeah, at the moment we could interpret here a small 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a pullback. But we need to hold this low. So we now need to hold absolutely the $169 level, and then break out impulsively above $199. That at least would suggest that here in this support area, yeah, which is a support area I did share with channel members on Discord and Telegram, of the actually the More Crypto Online channel, my main channel. As a gold member there, you get access to some stocks and shares updates. So I did formulate here a support area, and this is an area where we could be turning around, because in here, for me, there's quite a high likelihood that we could be turning around. Below, so this could still work out, this could still come down a little bit lower to $148. But if we drop below 148, this wave count will have to be scrapped, or it needs some modifications. Yeah, because then we are in a different wave pattern, which I'm going to show you in a minute as well. So basically for this scenario, a stop loss could be set below whatever, $145 or something, but that's eventually your decision. So yeah, I'm looking at this as a possible turnaround space. We could turn around, we could end the bear market here, and we can move up from here in 5 waves. The alternative wave pattern, which to be honest, in the short term, leads to a very, very similar outcome. Yeah. In this scenario, short term, it's absolutely the same. The difference is though that this Y wave didn't end here, but the Y wave will end lower. Okay, so it all depends now. Can the market reverse here? Yeah, also in this alternative wave count, I would suggest the market will reverse here. Also, this is the support area of the channel. So I think there's a good call to be made that we are going to reverse here. But can the market create now, on this move to the upside, an impulsive wave structure, which would be the yellow count? Or is it just going to be an ABC structure? Is it going to be something corrective? So why is that possible? That's possible because W, X, Y, and in the Y wave, yes, we've got an ABC here, but this ABC in yellow could just be part of a larger A wave. Yeah, A, B, C. So we have a much larger ABC pattern here, which is possible as well. So we would then have this as an A wave, this as a B wave, and we come down once more in C. But short term, there would also be upside suggested. Yeah, very important. And this B wave could stretch into the region between $383 and $290. That's a possible scenario. Short term, as I said, the same. So short term, it shouldn't make a difference. Okay, so this is valid. Both of these scenarios are valid as long as we're holding this, what did I say, $149 level down there. So there is one more, there is unfortunately a direct sell-off scenario as well. And this would become my primary expectation if we drop below that $149 US level. And it would suggest, or it assumes that we are not in a WXY correction, but actually all of this is an A wave. So we moved down in A. Let me think. Yeah, we then moved up in B, and all of this is a C wave down, all of this. And in a C wave, we can count here a wave 1, a wave 2. This here would have been a wave 3. We're now going to move up in a 4, but also here, short-term upside, yeah? Maybe not as much as in the B wave. And then the wave 5 down. And that indicates that short-term, there is certainly upside potential here, yeah? And in this last scenario that I showed you, how would the lower level wave count be? Yeah, I think that is quite interesting and important. So the lower level wave count here would actually suggest that we moved down in a wave 1, yes. Moved up in a wave 2, yes. 3 down, yes. 4 up, yes. But that we only, where I have the wave 5 here, that this finished off a higher degree wave 3. So we're going to pull back in a wave 4. And the problem is, because this is a diagonal pattern here, it will be quite hard to determine the target, because in a diagonal pattern to the downside, Fibonacci retracement and extension levels are not so relevant. But if we say, okay, a possible idea would be that we finish then this wave 5 down here, and then we've got an A, no, 1 second. We've got an A, B, and we could now be in the C wave. That should move a bit higher, yeah? And we can formulate a possible target for the C wave of the 4th wave, yeah? So bear in mind, came down in wave 1, moved up in 2, this was a 3, and we are now here in a possible 4th wave. Target for that, just roughly, could be the 1.618 extension. We might see here the $213 level. There's at least also some upside, but around $213, I would then be a bit careful, yeah? So it's all about what do we now do in this move up? It seems like all 3 counts, yeah, all 3 counts that I showed you, they point now towards a reversal to the upside. Either we have a bullish move up, not too unlikely in my opinion, yeah, but it's probably not my primary count if we suggest that, because I generally looking at the S&P 500, the Nasdaq, and so on, I'm not convinced that a bottom is in. Looking at this one alone here, looking at the targets that we've reached in this wave 2, we've now reached a 61.8% Fib level. Well, actually, it's a perfect target here, $165. Yeah. It's difficult. We can't really say it now, can we? Because we need to see what kind of structure is developing here. But all 3 waves are going to point to the upside. If I had to say, just so from what I think, I don't think the low is in. I think we are going to move higher, yes, possibly in this B wave, but then we'll make one more low. But again, I could be wrong. It all depends on what happens in these pivot points, these decision points, right? So yeah, as I said, first scenario, we make this 5-wave move up into the region above $500. Next scenario, we turn around and we put this B wave in place. We won't get that high, maybe into the region around $286 to $380, and then come down once more. Or, and this would be the least upside, we have put in here an ABC structure and a 1 in the C wave, the 1, the 2, the 3. We will see a wave 4, probably not that strong, and then a wave 5 down, where we have a decision or pivot point around $213. So all of these point towards short-term upside. Then the first pivot or decision point is around that 1.618 extension, around $213. And then we need to see if we here break down straight away to below $148. Well, okay, well then it's clear we have a direct sell-off of some sorts. I personally cannot really see that, to be honest, because we are quite quite a lot, quite far down on these indicators, on the RSI as well. We're pretty much oversold, or we were oversold very recently, but we're still sort of very, very low on the 1 day, on the 2 day, on the 4 day chart as well. So it would actually suggest there should be some kind of a recovery, even if it's only a relief rally coming, yeah. But what would be the next target to the downside generally in all of these scenarios if we come down once more, yeah, if we haven't bottomed yet, because only in one scenario we can really say that, yeah, we have really bottomed and we are moving up now next in an impulse. But let's say in these other scenarios where we will see one more low, what is sort of the next key target to the downside? And that's very clearly sort of the $100 level here, the 78.6% retracement. So I think if we come down once more, this is an ideal target for a wave 2. Below that would be a little bit less than ideal. It's a stronger retracement than ideal, but the 78.6% retrace is still a very possible pattern, a very possible Fibonacci retracement that we could get to. So dropping below that support box that I highlighted here on the chart, so basically below $148, $149 would most likely take us to $100, either straight away or after some upside and then down. So there's really only one scenario where we've bottomed, and we will be able to see that in this move to the upside. Do we put an impulsive wave up in place now? Yeah, if that is the case, we're most likely in the direct breakout. But this is a support area. The current area that I've defined here in green is a trend reversal area, and then we take it level by level, and I'll keep you updated if you want to know more about Tesla going forward. Okay, and that's my update about Tesla. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.